market closed the final trading day of the month mildly higher. The EU is calling for Greece to take new measures concerning its debt. Meanwhile, the economy was in focus today with new data on GDP and on the housing sector. I'm Deborah Ruther, and here's your market wrap for Friday, February 26th. The Dow ended basically flat. Meanwhile, the Nasdaq rose 0.2% and the S&P climbed a little more than 0.1%. The European Union says Greece needs to apply new, stricter measures to keep its budget deficit from getting worse. The EU, International Monetary Fund, and European Central Bank are all monitoring Greece's progress. Meanwhile, new data showed the second straight month of weakness in the housing sector. The National Association of Realtors said existing home sales sank to an annual rate of 5.05 million units last month from 5.44 million units in December. Results missed expectations. The consumer was in focus as Reuters and the University of Michigan issued a disappointing read on their sentiment. Sentiment fell to 73.6, surprising economists who were expecting a read of 74. Levels signal that Americans are skeptical of the economic recovery. However, growth in the U.S. economy offset the disappointing consumer and housing reports. The U.S. Commerce Department said gross domestic product jumped 5.9% in the fourth quarter. The reading will be revised once more. And AIG dominated earnings news. The insurance giant plummeted after posting significantly larger than expected loss for the quarter. However, the $8.9 billion loss narrowed from last year. Now let's take a look at the Treasury and commodity markets. Treasuries continue to move higher, adding to a strong week of gains. Crude oil moved higher again in volatile trading and approached $80 per barrel. Gold rose for a second straight day and challenged $1,120 per ounce. On the currency front, the dollar slipped against the euro and moved off of a multi-month high. Before we go, let's take a look at what's on tap for Monday. Clear Channel Outdoor, Dish Network, Sotheby's are expected to report before the opening bell. Personal income and spending data is expected at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Construction spending data for January is due at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and the ISM Manufacturing Index is also expected at that same time. Dressbarn, McDermott, and Nutrisystem will report earnings after the bell. There's your market wrap for Friday, February 26th. I'm Deborah Ruther. Have a great weekend.